Investors considering positions in Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, might be interested in the gross margin score of the company. The shares currently have a score of 50.00000. This score is derived from the gross margin, Marx, stability and growth over the previous 8 years. The gross margin score lands on a scale from 1 to 100, where a score of 1 would be considered positive, and a score of 100 would be seen as negative. The low score of 50.00000 for Giglio Group S.p.A indicates a top score for stability and growth. At the time of writing, Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, has a Piotroski F-Score of 4. The F-Score may help discover companies with strengthening balance sheets. The score may also be used to spot the weak performers. Joseph Piotroski developed the F-Score, which employs 9 different variables based on the company financial statement. A single point is assigned to each test that a stock passes. Typically, a stock scoring an 8 or 9 would be seen as strong. On the other end, a stock with a score from 0 to 2 would be viewed as weak. Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, has a current ERP5 rank of 94.31. The ERP5 rank may assist investors with spotting companies that are undervalued. This ranking uses 4 ratios. These ratios are earnings yield, ROIC, price to book, and 5-year average ROIC. When looking at the ERP5 ranking, it is generally considered the lower the value, the better. Shifting gears, we can see that Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, has a QI value of 48.00000. The QI value ranks companies using 4 ratios. These ratios consist of EBITDA yield, FCF yield, liquidity, and earnings yield. The purpose of the QI value is to help identify companies that are the most undervalued. Typically, the lower the value, the more undervalued the company tends to be. Checking in on some valuation rankings, Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, has a value composite score of 65. Developed by James O'Shaughnessy, the VC score uses 5 valuation ratios. These ratios are price to earnings, price to cash flow, EBITDA to EV, price to book value, and price to sales. The VC is displayed as a number between 1 and 100. In general, a company with a score closer to 0 would be seen as undervalued, and a score closer to 100 would indicate an overvalued company. Adding a 6th ratio, shareholder yield, we can view the value composite 2 score, which is currently sitting at 71. Free cash flow growth, FCF growth, is the free cash flow of the current year minus the free cash flow from the previous year, divided by last year's free cash flow. The FCF growth of Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, is free cash flow, FCF, is the cash produced by the company minus capital expenditure. This cash is what a company uses to meet its financial obligations, such as making payments on debt or to pay out dividends. The free cash flow score, FCF score, is a helpful tool in calculating the free cash flow growth with free cash flow stability. This gives investors the overall quality of the free cash flow. The FCF score of Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, is. Experts say the higher the value, the better, as it means that the free cash flow is high or the variability of free cash flow is low or both. Price index. The price index is a ratio that indicates the return of a share price over a past period. The price index of Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, for last month was 1.35906. This is calculated by taking the current share price and dividing by the share price 1 month ago. If the ratio is greater than 1, then that means there has been an increase in price over the month. If the ratio is less than 1, then we can determine that there has been a decrease in price. Similarly, investors look up the share price over 12-month periods. The price index 12 meters for Giglio Group S.p.A, bit GGTV, is 3.47044. Price range 52 weeks. Some of the best financial predictions are formed by using a variety of financial tools. The price range 52 weeks is one of the tools that investors use to determine the lowest and highest price at which a stock has traded in the previous 52 weeks. The price range of Giglio Group S.p.A. bit GGTV over the past 52 weeks is 0.954000. The 52-week range can be found in the stock's quote summary. C-Score, Montier. The C-Score is a system developed by James Montier that helps determine whether a company is involved in falsifying their financial statements. The C-Score is calculated by a variety of items, including a growing difference in net income versus cash flow, increasing days outstanding, growing days sales of inventory, increasing assets to sales, declines in depreciation, and high total asset growth. The C-Score of Giglio Group S.p.A. bit GGTV is 2.000000. The score ranges on a scale of -1 to 6. If the score is -1, then there is not enough information to determine the C-Score. If the number is at 0, then there is no evidence of fraudulent book cooking, whereas a number of 6 indicates a high likelihood of fraudulent activity. The C-Score assists investors in assessing the likelihood of a company cheating in the books.